The Finance Bill 2026 is already causing outrage even before it becomes law.
Government paid students to attend a fake public participation of the 2026 Finance Bill, and unfortunately, they were also given fake identity cards, as you can see here.
Allegedly, there was a public participation event taking place in Ongata Rongai at Asiana Gardens, but according to claims online, this was not just any normal public participation. This was allegedly a staged Finance Bill 2026 public participation where some youths were reportedly promised 1,500 each to attend.
Government paid students between 3,000 to 10,000 shillings to attend a fake public participation of the 2026 Finance Bill at Asiana Gardens in Ongata Rongai. One of the students estimated yesterday morning that they might be paid 1,500 shillings for the event. However, at the end of the day, he was paid 8,000 shillings in cash, and all they had to do was just show those organizers a fake ID card, say where they are from, and they would be given a specific amount.
And now, questions are everywhere. Why were fake IDs being used? Why would anyone need to pay citizens to participate in a process that is supposed to represent genuine public opinion? And if people are already talking about forged IDs ahead of the 2027 elections, then what exactly should we expect? Of course, according to William Ruto, the elections will be free and fair, and he seems very sure he is going to win the elections.
Elections next year, many observers are concerned that there could be violence, that the elections might not be free and fair. Can you make sure that
there will be elections in Kenya next year? Elections will be free and fair. Elections will be peaceful. That I can give you a guarantee, because we are a solidly democratic country. We believe in democracy. We believe in the power of the people to decide. But I think I can guarantee as president today that next year there will be elections, they will be free and fair, and they will be peaceful.
And you will be re-elected?
And I will be re-elected by God's grace.
According to allegations circulating online, youths were invited to attend a Finance Bill 2026 public participation forum at Asiana Gardens in Ongata Rongai. The event reportedly featured Treasury CS John Mbadi discussing the proposed finance bill, while the gathering was presented as genuine youth participation.
To the government, he also said that the Treasury CS John Mbadi addressed the audience for around 1 hour 30 minutes, and he was explaining the finance bill to them. And not surprisingly, the students were given only 10 minutes in total to ask questions, and allegedly the students who were chosen to ask the questions had been selected in advance, and they were also coached on what to ask and how to ask it.
But controversy started after claims emerged that some attendees had allegedly been given suspicious IDs and even promised payment. Some reports online even claimed that several IDs allegedly had names that did not match the actual people carrying them. And according to the claims, many of those names appear to originate from Kalenjin and Nandi communities. Now, of course, these are serious allegations and should be independently verified, but Kenyans online are already asking very difficult questions. The biggest question many Kenyans are asking is simple. Why would the government or anyone involved allegedly need to pay people 1,500 to attend a public participation forum? Public participation is supposed to represent the voice of ordinary citizens. It is literally one of the most important democratic processes before a bill becomes law in Kenya. So if people truly support a bill, why would there be any need to allegedly mobilize people using money? And another concern is this. If people are already talking about fake IDs in relation to a finance bill, what happens in 2027 during the general elections? Because to many citizens, this conversation is no longer just about taxes. It's becoming a conversation about trust in government, trust in institutions, and trust in national processes. And honestly, this entire tension did not begin today. Most of this anger can be traced back to the Finance Bill 2024. That bill became one of the most controversial finance bills in Kenya's history after the government proposed several taxes that many Kenyans felt were too harsh during difficult economic times. Just to mention a few of the controversial proposals included: higher fuel taxes, increased housing levy deductions, eco-taxes on products, digital taxes, bread tax discussions, motor vehicle taxes, increased import duties, mobile money transaction concerns. Despite public backlash and protest, the MP still ignored citizens and passed the bill to law, and that led to the historical 25th June protest that saw Gen Z ban the parliament. And that is why today, whenever Kenyans hear finance bill, the reaction is immediate suspicion. Now, the Finance Bill 2026 is introducing fresh proposals that are already sparking debate online. Some of the proposals being discussed include: now, filing tax deadlines have been moved from June to April, a 5% tax on second-hand clothes, requiring importers to pay upfront at the point of entry, rental income tax increasing by 10%, a proposed 25% excise duty on phones, which critics say if a smartphone is being charged or is cost 15,000, we're going to add 3,750 on top of that. Bottled water tax over 6.40 per litre despite complaints about unreliable tap water. Critics argue these taxes will increase the cost of living even more, especially for young people already struggling with unemployment and high expenses. But according to Treasury CS John Mbadi, many Kenyans are misunderstanding the bill. John argues that several of these measures are specifically targeting tax evasion and people avoiding paying their fair share.
The other issue was on the cards, the cards charges. Again, even with the current arrangement, let me explain it this way. This is not a tax that is going to be levied on consumers of financial services that are being offered by cards. Far from it. The financial institutions engage some professionals who come up with cards and sell to them. And when they sell to them, the current arrangement, there is no provision on how to tax those people who make income out of selling card services to the financial institutions. So we are saying, if you offer service to financial institutions, you are selling them cards, whatever, MasterCard, Visa card, or whatever card. Those cards, you get income. You should pay tax on that income that you derive by selling such an important service to the financial institution. How can someone reject that? That is broadening the tax base. All Kenyans who are making income should pay tax. And we are not taxing the consumer. We are taxing someone who is drawing an income from financial institutions and therefore should pay tax out of the cards.
On the issue of phones, he even suggested that devices could actually become cheaper depending on how the taxation structure works. And according to him, some of the public outrage is based on misinformation spreading online before people fully understand the details of the bill. But beyond politics, beyond government versus opposition, there's one important thing Kenya must protect: public trust. Because once citizens stop trusting public participation, once people believe processes are manipulated, then even genuine government initiatives start looking suspicious. And that's why these allegations, whether proven true or false, are extremely serious. Because public participation should never feel staged. It should feel real, transparent, and representative of ordinary Kenyans. And of course, as always, I want to hear from you guys. Do you believe the Finance Bill 2026 is being misunderstood, or do you think Kenyans have genuine reasons to worry? Comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you on the next one.